there are things you were taught that you really don't believe in. So you have to examine those things. And all you have to do is just be honest with yourself. I mean, this is not about loyalty, because they thought that way, you think that way, and so you have to keep thinking that way. No. The idea was growth. The idea was change, because this is a world of ideas, attitudes, and change. And you can change. And people say, well, people can't change. Well, that's nonsense. If people can't change, we'd all be 2 years old.
I had made mention of Neville's quote earlier, and I, like I said, didn't want to misquote, so I actually pulled it up. Let me read it just for those who are listening. Leprosy does not come without. Cancer doesn't either. Everything is within man. Read the paper and react. That reaction sets a feeling in motion, be it anger, frustration, or irritation. When the feeling leaves, where does it go? Back to sleep within you. For you contain the world and all that is in it. Neville Goddard.
Mm-hmm. Yep, that's it. Everything is a vibration. Everything is a vibration. You wouldn't have solid and real furniture if it wasn't. As you think you are. If you change your thinking, you're changing who you are in this play, in this drama, man. But who you really are is always the same. That never changes. But who you are in the play, in the drama, man, that's changeable. And you're given to direct the changes. But if you're not directing, then you're being directed. And if that's okay, okay.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Because God gave you choose this day. If that's what you choose, okay. But you're given to choose. Why not sit and think about choose? Wouldn't that be exciting? To think that you have whatsoever as a potential? But the thing of it is, it stays potential until you operate from it. But you can operate. Why tell you to do it if you couldn't? And who would know better than God that you can do it? And when He told you to do it, do it.
Speaking of the choosing, start your day. Make a choice of what type of day you want to have. Kind of begin to envision the day that you want. And say haphazardly you didn't get the day fully the way that you wanted at the end of the day. Go back and recreate the day from the beginning. The reason for that is the following day, the next day, you're more likely to live the day as you desire. But as Linda has said throughout this program, you're about choosing. So why not choose better the best you know? Choose better for yourself.
Well, we're told that this play of humanity is good and very good. And if you're not experiencing that, then you've got the wrong attitude about something. And that can be changed. And then you'll be happy again. Because as within, everything is within. It all starts within, not without. It starts within. As within, so without. So you always have the opportunity to change what you're doing, what you're thinking, what you're feeling. Do so. Change it to lovely and of good report, because that's what we're told to do. Think only on things that are lovely and of good report. And you say, well, that's pretty hard to do when you got to go to work and all that and bills to pay and all that. That's right. You do have that. But the thing of it is, if you change your attitude, that will change at the same time, because it's all an attitude. Think about that.
Absolutely.
All an attitude. So simple, yet so hard to really focus on. Because we've been conditioned since day one. Seeing is believing. I heard that hundreds of times. Seeing is believing. Yet Scripture's had it for thousands of years, that believing is seeing. As you believe you are, not as you see you are. As you see it, then it's already there. So you didn't do nothing but just see it.
We're seeing the manifestation of believing.
Well, people tell me all the time, well, you can't really change what you believe. Well, that's nonsense. You've been changing what you believe almost every day since you were a child. I mean, come on. If you couldn't change what you believe, I mean, then you would be stuck.
Yeah.
Then that's really being stuck if you can't change what you believe. Because then your world won't change. You can only think one thought at a time. Choose it or lose it. Keep it simple.
Yeah, and the thing is, like you stated before, but we're always about choosing. Always.
That's right.
We're always on.
And you have the evidence of it. It's called your everydayness. Yeah, well, when people don't really think about it in that way, they think about it as being something very difficult and something they have to make great changes for. And that's true. It is a great change, but it's a simple change. It's just picking up the positive end of the stick rather than the negative end of the stick. It's as simple as that. You have a choice. That means there's more than one to choose from. But you do have to make a choice. If God just wanted you as a robot, so to speak, well, that would be it. It would be simple. He'd just program you. But we're the ones that are doing the programming. We have hardware, but we're doing the programming. And if you're not programming it right, then you're not going to enjoy it. And you're supposed to, and you're given all the reasons and all the attitudes that you can have that will make it pleasurable, but you have to choose them, or you're being given what to choose. In other words, take it or leave it.
Yeah, but and it's unfortunate that, and I'm going to be nice with my statistics, and I'm probably off, but probably 97% of the people we're being chosen for. And we're doing it by way of media, and we know we give so much attention to what media says. The truth of the matter is, the things that we call these pandemics or whatever we call these occurrences, they're always happening. They're always, but the question is, what are we giving our attention to? Because the day before, the media said that whatever was the next big thing of the day, there was something else. And the truth of the matter is, tomorrow, there's going to be something else. But we're like Chicken Little. And every time media says that woe is this, we say the sky's falling down, and we all go running around as though we're little chicky littles with our head cut off, and we're being directed by mass media.
Yes, but actually, mass media is actually directing what they'll put out.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
We're being stupid first. We're made more stupid by what we're hearing.
Absolutely.
Because we're wondering what was going to happen next. And all you have to do is start wondering what's going to happen next, and you have a whole world of trouble. Attitude, awareness, and imaginational control, it's what everyone is looking for. They may call it something different, but it's what everyone is looking for. Your attitude about life in general, that never goes away. That stays with you for eternity unless you change your mind, change your world, and you're given to do so. Do so. Onward.
Yeah, you made me think about Neville and talking about states, and that's what we find ourselves in. We're finding ourselves in these different states, but most of us believe that the state that we're in is fixed. Not so. Not so. And that's what we have to, this is what we're trying to convey
It's not fixed for the person, but it is fixed when you're not recognizing it. It's
absolutely.
Absolutely. Words, you close yourself in. There's no parameters on whatsoever.
Mm-hmm.
So in other words, it's wide open. I mean, why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you at least examine it to see if it's true?
Yeah.
Because it's what everyone is looking for, but it's too simple for them to believe it.
Yeah.
And why wouldn't it be simple? Why would God make it complicated? You see, it's man who complicates everything. God made it very simple. You turn to me, I'll turn to you. And he's already said yes. Where are you?
Stuck in a state of poverty? Stuck in a state of ill health?
Well, what they don't understand is all the people in Scripture are states of consciousness.
Absolutely.
And everyone is going to examine states of consciousness. But which ones are you examining? You are always in a state of consciousness. Did you choose it? And if not, why not? You're given to do so. You have permission. You have authority. What else do you need? So you just have to focus on. See, man's so forgetful. What about tomorrow? And what about a week from now? It has to be something that is reiterated, because it has to become self. You have to have arrived at a decision. Your decision. You're choosing. Because you are, and if you're not, well, then you're being chosen for. And that's generally not acceptable.
Yeah. Yeah. But you stated it, and the statement was, we're all about choosing, and so whether it be consciously or unconscious, we're about choosing. And so as we kind of bring this particular program to a close, I mean, we got to ask ourselves, am I pleased? Am I happy about what it is that I've chosen up until this point?
Yeah. And now's the appointed hour to change it if you're not. You just have to do it. Do a thing, and you shall have the power. What else do you need?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Well, Linda and I've talked about it, and I will be kind of doing this as a catalyst, but if you guys are interested in maybe doing a group coaching type scenario where we're talking about these things and where you can put your questions out and so forth, get back with me. Let me know that would be something that you're interested in. We don't want to do, if there's not a need for it, if there's not something that you're interested in, then we don't want to do it. But if it's something that may interest some of you out there, let me know by way, of course, you can do it by Facebook. You can go to DeCarloEskridge.com, or you can even go to our Facebook group and let us know, the Metaphysical Art Theater, if this is something that you guys may be interested in going deeper, because our desire is to be poured out as a drink offering. And if that's something that you guys may be interested in, let's talk about it, let's discuss it, and see if we can come up with a vehicle that would allow us to do a 12-week program or whatever. So if that's something that there's an interest, let us know, and we'll see about what we can do to make that happen, to facilitate it. As we're winding down, Linda, any thoughts, any comments?
I would just like to tell everybody to actually just sit down, be still, and actually feel for yourself what it means to you, what you heard. Any one line will do it for you, as you think you are. Just keep it that simple, and you'll remember it. KISS for everybody. Keep it simple, stupid.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And if that's what it takes to remember it, please, as he stated, there's a lot that was said today. There's a lot that was communicated. And what I would challenge you to go back and don't make it a one-time listen. Because, see, if you do, it's easy to just gloss over that message, that portion that was for you. Listen often.
Listen often. Talk to you later.
It's been a pleasure. Take care, sir.
See you later. Bye-bye.
All right, bye-bye.